SoFi just dropped a bombshell of an earnings report, and if you're an investor, their call was absolutely packed with clues about where this company's headed. So let's break it down and find the signals that really matter. First things first, let's just stare at the headline number. For the very first time, SoFi broke through $1 billion in adjusted net revenue in a single quarter. This isn't just a big number. For investors, this is a huge psychological and financial milestone. It proves the company can play in a whole new league. So here's our game plan. We'll start with those record-smashing numbers. Then we'll look under the hood at the growth engine making it all happen. After that, we'll get into their smart shift toward profitability, check out their big bets on new tech, and wrap it all up with their all-important financial outlook for 2026. All right, so let's dig in. Beyond that massive billion-dollar revenue figure, what else made this quarter so historic? Okay, revenue is one thing, but what about actual profits? We'll take a look at this. Adjusted EBITDA soared to a record $318 million. That's a staggering 60% jump from just a year ago. For any investor, that kind of acceleration in real earnings is a massive green flag. It tells you the business is getting healthier and more mature. Now, to really put that performance into perspective, we've got to talk about a key benchmark that investors use for high-growth tech companies. It's called the Rule of 40. It's pretty simple, actually. You just add the company's revenue growth rate to its profit margin. If that number is over 40%, you're likely looking at a really well-run company that's balancing growth and profit beautifully. So, did SoFi pass the test? Oh yeah, they didn't just pass it, they absolutely crushed it, with a score of 68%. The CEO even said this puts them in rarefied air among tech companies. That's not just strong, that's a clear signal of elite, efficient, high-quality growth. So, what's the secret sauce here? What's the engine driving these incredible numbers? Well, it really boils down to two things that feed each other: members and products. For the first time ever, SoFi onboarded over 1 million new members in a single quarter. Think about that. The pace is picking up, which tells us their brand and their marketing are really starting to hit a critical mass. But here's the follow-up stat that's just as important. They also added a record 1.6 million new products. This isn't just about getting people in the door. It shows that as soon as they're in, they're immediately finding and using what SoFi has to offer. And this right here is where you can see the beauty of their model. Yeah, new members are a big driver, but look at that. A full 40% of new products were snapped up by existing members. That's the flywheel effect. That's cross-selling in action. It proves their whole one-stop shop idea isn't just a slogan. It's making their growth cheaper and way more sustainable. Now, this growth hasn't been random. It's come hand in hand with a very deliberate, very smart strategic shift. They're not just growing for the sake of growing, they're growing smarter by focusing on the most profitable parts of their business. Just look at this stark comparison. Their traditional lending revenue grew a respectable 15%, but the revenue from their financial services and tech platform segments, it exploded by 61%. This is no accident. It's a calculated move to rely more on these capital-light, fee-based businesses that can scale up like crazy, which is exactly what investors love to see. And this comes straight from the top. The CEO, Anthony Noto, basically spelled it out on the call. This is the core strategy. They believe this specific mix of businesses is their unique key to delivering both crazy growth and strong profits at the same time. Okay, enough about what they've done. Let's talk about where they're going. SoFi made it crystal clear that they're placing some big bets on two of the most powerful tech trends out there right now: crypto and AI. Their crypto play isn't just a gimmick. It's a multi-pronged strategy. They've launched SoFi Pay to make international payments cheap and fast using the blockchain. They've brought back direct crypto trading for their members. And maybe the biggest move of all, they've launched their own stablecoin, SoFi USD. That puts them right in the middle of the crypto plumbing. And this right here, this is their ace in the hole. As a nationally chartered bank, SoFi can do something most crypto exchanges can't: let you buy crypto instantly, straight from your FDIC-insured bank account. That combination of cutting-edge tech and old-school security is a powerful, powerful advantage. All right, let's get to the bottom line, the part every investor really wants to know, the official guidance. What is management promising for the year ahead? And wow, they are not shy about their expectations. They're forecasting another year of massive growth. We're talking about 30% revenue growth, a 45% jump in adjusted EBITDA, and an absolutely eye-popping 54% growth in adjusted earnings per share. These are some seriously confident numbers. And they didn't stop there. They zoomed out even further. Between 2025 and 2028, they expect to compound their revenue at 30% or more every single year. And they expect their earnings per share to grow even faster than that. That signals an unwavering belief in the long-term power of their business model. So, if we had to boil this entire quarter down to one single takeaway for an investor, it's this. SoFi has officially made the turn. This is no longer just a company with a great growth story. It is now a company with a great profitable growth story. The results speak for themselves. The model is working. But the big question for the future, the one every investor should be thinking about, is this. As SoFi marches deeper into these super competitive and kind of wild new territories like crypto and business banking, can they keep up this incredible momentum? Can they continue to execute this flawlessly? Well, that is the multi-billion-dollar question everyone will be watching.